What's up, boys? In an attempt to kind of differentiate my content, and I saw how successful it was with puberty, and the biggest factor of this all being the fact that I don't want to wait weeks to a month to get a PPE video. I thought, in a much more fun way, I would make a series about it, where every episode I make some kind of progress. It's either like level 20, maxing a stat, and then as the character starts to go on and on, it's just multiple halls runs in one episode or whatever. Multiple things that I need where I won't explicitly make progress, but I'll have something going on in the background while I like farm like thickets or whatever, or I can just talk. The biggest thing that I don't know is what character I'm gonna do. Right now, I'm thinking I could do Mystic. Mystic is nice. It's an all around a very clean cut character. There's not a lot of items to get. If you want to get every item for Mystic, it's pretty easy. Hardest one is Conflict, and right now there's a 2x event white chance. I might be going for Mystic because Mystic is fun. It's safe enough where I can talk and not have to explicitly focus every single second into the character. So, right now we're going to do Mystic. Question for skin. I know I have the Mystical Owl, and I really do like that one, so I'm going to use the Mystical Owl. If you guys think I should use either of these skins, or actually I'll use Little Red. I like Little Red. It's a very nice skin. If you guys should use any of these ones, let me know. Probably won't use the Mini Phylactery because I don't like it, but Mini Red looks pretty nice. So, as I said earlier, there's a 2x event wide chance, so if I have to grind out for a Conflict, I'll have to do it fast because that event is going to be ending soon. And you'll notice if you have watched Puberty series on it, we have a bunch of guildmates that like us to VC. I will be avoiding using the VC for now just because I want to commentate on my own. I want to have my own style of this because that's my least favorite part about PPs is they don't have my personality in it. Boring or as bland as it might be, I still like to put content that I'm proud of and that I like. The closest I've ever gotten to that was making a PPE series where it was like this. It was an NAE series, but then I started getting involved with raid leading more actively, and my series kind of dwindled, and then I stopped doing it. And I forgot my account information. And I never bothered to reclaim it, and I never bothered to do anything about it. But here I am right now. For how this is gonna mix with pub halls leading, pretty well, I imagine. Where I'll just have my microphone muted for recording. I'll lead through it. If it's a vet run, I can just mute my mic because I know that all the raiders know what they're doing, and I can just commentate and talk. Or if I'm leading vet run and I want to record, I can just record and lead at the same time. We're in let's say we're at Colossus or Void, and I know that everyone knows what's going on. Or I can talk with an audience over YouTube while an audience in the rating channel. Just for fun. And my guildmate got another bulwark. Because of course he did. Nice. 2 days in a row. Jesus Christ. But yeah, I have a much larger appreciation for Mystic after I did a Mystic PPE a while ago. It's what really got me back into the game because I was really needing a break. Mystic was a lot of fun for me. I got a cult staff. Oh man. First thing I'm going to be doing is just grinding out cults until I can get the staff and the robe. That's going to be fun. The hard one is going to be tier 6 orb. Because that's going to be shatters or wine cellars. An added benefit of this double white chance is you'll see in this little corner over here that realms are going to be closing and opening constantly. You saw the struggle earlier of me trying to get into the realm. Coupled with that, there's a bunch of people in the realm. US West has shut down once now. Just because so many people come in, so that's an added benefit where I can just constantly be doing wine cellars. If you saw my character selection screen, I do have a 7-8 Paladin PPE, and while technically I should be farming Oreo right now, that gets really boring. And right now I was really happy with starting a Mystic. I was really happy about getting down and just sitting here and chilling and talking. Because it's what I like. It's why I got into leading halls. That's pretty nice. But yeah, in terms of PPEs, I haven't uploaded a decent bit. I know the night PPE wasn't well received. Well, it's no excuse to have shitty, terrible editing. I didn't really go over it just because I wanted to get it out. I just kind of flew by the editing and just put it up because I hadn't uploaded in a month and it ended up not being that well. So that's alright. No harm, no foul. Just people didn't like it. It's no biggie. I don't really mind, to be honest. The PPE was good, just the video quality wasn't. No biggie. There's always more videos I can do. So hopefully I can make these uploads of this Mystic pretty common. I want to keep it fresh and entertaining. I want to make it so it isn't just the same dreary thing every episode, where it's like, oh, today I'm going to be farming thickets for 20 years because I'm going to eventually need a Tezukado's tail. Technically, I also need a robe from second, but that's no biggie. Hopefully, but if it starts getting kind of the same, where I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do Dex today, and then I'm gonna do Wiz tomorrow, and then I'll do this and that. If it starts getting more of a, it starts dragging on, please give me feedback in the comments. This series is meant to not only distract from the current world events going on, but it's meant to, I want to most importantly establish a community around this channel where you guys can give feedback for this PPE series and you can get involved with it. What I'm considering is I'm not going to do episodes in VCs often with my guildmates, but I might pick a person or some from the comments section if they want to join in. It depends on how this goes. It depends on how many people like this series, how many people even view it in the first place. But yeah, we'll see how it all goes. I'm not expecting for it to go well per se, just because of it's my luck. But we'll always find out. I will say I've been trying to do tiered PPEs because those are always fun, and it's gotten me a pretty strong knowledge of what drops what. I've been playing this game for over 5 years. First account I ever had was Manpun. You know, school library. You get a break from doing all your work. The art room I had for my school had computers in the back, and you know, it's like 4th to 6th grade, and you're like, oh fuck it, I'm gonna just paint dog shit, and I'm gonna go in the back, and I'm gonna start on the shitty Dell computers, and I'm gonna go play Realm of the Mad God on Congregate. Yeah, so that's I'm pretty sure a large amount of people can relate to that. Just playing on Congregate the whole time, and then you die on your 6-8 night. I know, I have like vivid memories. Like I get my first D-Blade, and then I like Sky Splitter, Myth, Abyssal, and Expo, and I'm running through Godlands, and then my friend turns off the computer. Oh, that sucks. Tier 4 orb. That's no biggie. I come back on, I turn the computer on, it finally turns on, and I'm dead. Or when Orcs lag used to be a huge problem. Oh my god. One time I was in the bottom left corner of Lair of Draconis before the LOD change, and I was sitting there and I get Orcs lag, and then Limo shoots forward and kills me on my 7-8, or no, definitely not 7-8, my 6-8-9. I was really upset about it. But yeah, you have some people that have progressed through the game really quickly. I didn't. I was Orange Star on my 3rd year playing. 3rd or 4th year playing. And then I got Yellow Star 2 months later. And then I got White Star like 3 months later. I progressed slowly for years. And then everything kind of blended together. It was kind of admittedly the biggest contributor to this was the Lost Halls. So I didn't start Halls. They came out in August of whatever year, like two or 3 years ago, whatever it was. They came out in August of that year, and I was terrified. I didn't do them until December, just because I wasn't comfortable with losing my one character slot. Actually, no, I had 3 character slots by then. I'd finally gotten a character to 7-8. It was a knight, and it had a stone sword, Colo shield, Rezu, and Deca. I think that was my first knight that I'd ever 7-8'd. I'd 8-8'd a archer. It had Doombo, Elvish, Spectral, Expo, I believe, and it 8-8'd and it died by the Red Flower and Belladonna's. And I was surprisingly less heartbroken than I thought. It was just I was surprised I got it to 8-8. And that 7-8 knight, that thing was special to me because that was like my best character of all time. And it meant the world to me, and I was so petrified doing hauls on them. I forget how I died by 0-2, and then that crushed me because I had that, and I got that knight to 8-8. I had a 7-8 archer, and I had like a 6-8, and with my 3rd character slot, and that was the best I'd ever done. So I decided, all right, I'm gonna do hauls. It was 1.0. It was so slow, and it was such a grind. It was terrible. And then essentially I couldn't get anything on any character. I kept getting 0 from the boss. I didn't know what was wrong. I tried it on melees. I tried it on everything. And then I started doing it on archer with tier 9 sword. Archer with leaf bow, and I started getting somewhere. I started getting like 1 life, and I started occasionally getting tops, and tops for me were ridiculously rare. I think I occasionally got like a Hydra from 0-2, but that was incredibly lucky for me, where I'd freak out. But then it eventually got to the point where tops became no big deal, because I would get them from hauls, and this was like 2 months of me doing hauls. So this is like February, March, around that time. And where hauls had just come out in August. And I was getting really excited because I was starting to max more characters' life and mana. And that was my huge accomplishment. And eventually got to the point where all of my characters had tops, of course 0. All my characters had tops, and I was doing really well. And then I started to 8-8. And then it came to the point where I had 14 8-8s. But here's the issue. I had no rings, because all I was getting was potions. So I had tops. I had like 3 characters that were super good, right? But every other character just had like tops and then like an XHP or an Expo. And eventually, I'm just not even gonna do this wine slow. Eventually, I solved that issue. Somehow, I forget, but I solved the ring crisis. And that was my huge point where I had all of my 8-8s down. I had every character chilling, and then I just got like items more and more. And like the game progressed so slowly for me, and then everything just hit at one point. And then I got bored, and so started all my characters. And right now it's like it's gotten to the point where my characters don't matter. The only thing that I care about, and the only reason I play the game, is to just do PPEs, because that's what I enjoy. I enjoy maxing characters, and then it gets me reg leading, and that's always fun. But yeah, this it's so strange how I progressed so slowly over years and years of time, and I was just like a little boy sitting in the art room in the back playing in the row of Dell computers playing Realm on Congregate, and now we're chilling. I started a YouTube channel in April, and then years later, like a year or 2 later, here I am. It's insane. And of course, I'm getting very unlucky. Oh, tier 3 MP, come on. But yeah, this game, it's It's a special place. How did you guys all get into the game? Let me know in the comments how you guys all got into, like, what happened. Were you guys school laptop players or school desktop players? Or did you guys just find the game through friends? I know I found the game through my older brother, who never played the game for long, but then he got me into it, and I was hooked. Yeah, and so it's a lot of fun until it's not. It's like the community is so it's wonderfully toxic, where it's got a special place in my heart, but yikes, there's some mean people in this community. As a person that was a poor boy for 3 years in playing, I get a little iffy whenever people are like, "Oh, this broke ass red star." Like, I was a red star for like a year. I was trash at the game. But I don't like donating so much to people, as it's kind of like that doesn't encourage them to be better. But I don't like people putting each other down because, like, "Oh, you're shit at the game." Like, no, you're not shit. You're just inexperienced. It's got a pretty huge learning curve, and that's what I'm excited for 03, because 03 is something new. God, remember, what's the last time you struggled with something in this game? Probably Halls 2.0, or the newer dungeons, or because, like, even when the Fungal Caverns first came out, like, I just instantly got it down, and that was fine. I know the nest was a little iffy. Especially the Queen Bee's that phase where she does that attack where she shoots out all the daggers. Yeah, I know that was a learning curve for me, certainly. It was just an issue of not being fast enough. Oh, the whales! Imagine if I got a time lock orb here. I do too many PPEs. Now I know the name of everything. I think that's the part of the problem. If you can just name every item in the game, there's something going wrong there. There's a P bag back there, and I really hope it wasn't something I needed, because I thought that P bag was the tier 3 MP ring that I just fucking passed. But yeah. Oh, speaking of which, I mentioned earlier that I had a paladin PPE. Dude, the changes to seal, oh, it's so nice. But here's the thing, Deca, come on, why would you make it 4 decks at tier 6? I believe it's 4 decks at tier 6. Give us 5 so it can be 50 at max. I hope, because tier 5 gives 3. I doubt tier 6 gives 5. Just come on, Deca. Make tier 5 plus 4. Make tier 6 plus 5. I have no clue if tier 6 is plus 5. I'm assuming it isn't, because tier 5 is plus 4. Or plus 3, sorry. And I haven't gotten a tier 6, because despite all the wine cellars I've done on that paladin, I just haven't gotten one. Dude, oh shit. Okay. So that, I just reminded myself. So, for this character, I imagine there's going to be a lot of episodes, and eventually, oh, he said C1, meaning there's probably a DDoS. So, eventually, what I want to do is, I want to just 100% it, and not just get every item available for every item that Mystic could need. I want to get every item available for Mystic, including the really weird ones like I know there's Esben Robe, like something that you wouldn't think to even use. Yeah, that's the goal. If I can get to the point where I can get all of that and I have everything down. Hard one is going to be Conflict, so I need to get that now while I still have the chance. And that depends if I'm even keeping up with the motivation for this. If I'm seeing that this is getting like 100 views, I'm going to be like, well, fuck. Do I really want to do it? If people aren't enjoying it? But it's less effort than a PPE to make. And I do enjoy commentating. I don't know. Oh, level 20. Let's see. 25 dex, not too bad. I'm getting an EP regardless. 19 attack isn't terrible by any means. I don't care about... Oh, I care about speed. But I don't care about whiz or... I don't care about whiz. I'm gonna need a shit ton of it. for while I grind for the staff and robe from UDL. But I'm thinking about the last NAE series I did, or last commentary series. I just think I made too many of the thumbnails and titles the same, so it just kind of got like, oh shit, did he upload a new one? Yeah, I wanna keep everything fresh, so no one gets bored of it. Cause that's the prime time fear right there, friends. Of course, that UDL disappears. I fucking hate it whenever a dungeon disappears right on you as just you're fucking walking in. So, I have no clue how long I'm gonna make these videos, but right now I just got level 20. This is more of an introduction to this series anyways. So, yeah. I think after this not tea cave, I'll just end it here. So, if you did enjoy this video, please let me know. Please tell me what you think in the comments of this video. I'll gladly do more if it's requested. Just again, this episode kind of serves as an introduction to what I want to do for this series, and just a bit more of what I want. The goal is to mainly establish a community around this. But yeah, that's about it. I'll see you guys later. Peace.